The family that prays together stays together. My name is Bwambale Virunji Zephaniah, a seminarian of the Congregation of Holy Cross. Today I'm reflecting with you on the readings of the 20th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year B. The first reading is from the book of the Proverbs, chapter 9, verses 1 to 6. The second reading is from the letter of St. Paul to the Ephesians, chapter 5, verses 15 to 20. And the Gospel is according to St. John, chapter 6, verses 51 to 58. And our theme is, Take and Eat, This is my body. In the first reading, we are presented with the parable of Lady Wisdom, who invites people for food and drink. This is meant to sustain one's life, make it simple enough to walk in God's ways. It is actually God Himself inviting us to live a life He has willed for us, which is eternity. In the second reading, we are invited to follow the path of wisdom, which enables us to understand the will of God. Actually, wisdom in its truthfulness leads us close and closer to God. We ought to be filled with the Spirit and desist from anything that is evil, like taking too much wine, which would deprive us of putting our wisdom, provided by God, to use. In the Gospel, St. John presents to us Jesus, who not only identifies himself as the everlasting bread of life, but one from whom we ought to partake of both his body and blood. This is meant for our redemption. His body and blood is life-giving, in that it enables us abide in him and him in us. In general, the readings of today are on the theme of food, which gives us life. The Gospel, however, gives meaning to the first reading, in that the most important food is not that which sustains our physical selves, but that rather sustains our spiritual selves. This food, as of the first and the second reading, is the wisdom of God, which has been brought into its completion in Jesus Christ. We pray for the grace to remain committed as followers of Christ in order to constantly seek for Him and partake of Him. This will make us always live in Him and Him in us. It will indeed profit us for our salvation, and everyone who sees us will admire us as children of God who are abiding in Him and Him in us. A world at prayer is a world at peace.